Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, July 22nd, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is I nurture myself into a place of love. And that is exactly what we're doing today with the astro. We are finishing up Sun in Cancer. We will have Sun in Cancer for most of the day, and then we're shifting into Sun in Leo. So we're shifting vibrations, the vibration of nurturing yourself as if you're an infant, a baby whose needs that need to be met so that you can thrive, curious and joyful as a child with Sun into Leo. And, let me just say, I don't think it's going to be necessarily all that easy today. 29 degrees of any sign, it brings up the stuff. 29 degrees Cancer can really have you feeling the places where you haven't felt nurtured. And, there may be that tendency, my mom didn't love me the way I needed to be loved. I think a lot of parents, no matter how good they are, can fall short in ways, and that's okay. It's not anything, it doesn't make them any less of a parent. Just, we all have individual needs, and we all come from our individual place. But that just means that you as an adult now are great, perfect, ripe to be your own inner parent, to show up for yourself in the way that you need somebody to show up for you. So practice that today. And chances are it's not going to be perfect. You're going to have those moments where you're going to want to throw yourself on the bed, throw a temper tantrum, be like, ah! But be like, okay, so I need to get that out. Emotions, Cancer, I had the feels, moving on. And then do something kind for yourself. Do something good for yourself. So that is the major of what's happening, the shift-wise. But there's another thing that's happening too. Mercury is actually preparing to shift into Leo tomorrow. So Mercury's right there at the tail end of Cancer as well. And it's stirring up the thoughts about the feelings. And today, it's at that 28 degree, which is trine Saturn and Scorpio still. So Saturn is making us process consciously some of that deep stuff. So it's very positive, but, again, it has this deep undertone. It has that watery feeling undertone, which isn't always comfortable. And I got out the Sabian symbol book because I was like, I just want to see what these 28 degrees, what they say. And there's actually this interesting theme. So the Sabian symbol for Cancer at 28 degrees, where Mercury will be, an Indian girl, a Native American girl, but an Indian girl introduces her white lover to her assembled tribe. So keep that in mind. And then Scorpio, 28 degrees, the king of the fairies approaching his domain. So what's interesting to me in both of these, there's actually this theme of the patriarchy going through both of these. This Native American girl bringing her lover to the tribe, but she, he has to be, I don't know, accepted by them. She's not free to, go her own way. And the king of the fairies, again, the king, that is, the patriarch. And I think this is bringing up in us, all of us have been raised in a patriarchal society. And so a lot of times we fall into the place, well, I do that because that's the way it's always been. And that's okay, don't beat yourself up for it. But I think we're to be more like the fairies, the king of the fairies. I can't imagine any fairies actually obeying the king. Have you ever watched Tinkerbell? She does what she wants. She can't help herself. So, there's a little bit of that rebellion there. And also, this Native American girl, she's like, well, this is who I love. I'm following what's right for me. Even though if I'm still following this tradition, I'm taking a step into my life, into what I want it to be. And that's part of really nurturing yourself and getting beyond, this is what my parents did, but maybe it's not perfect for me. Go beyond the way it's always been. Get beyond your shadow king. We all have a shadow king energy within us that's like, well, you have to do this because, again, that's the way it's always been. Get beyond that. But what's going to feel good for me? What's going to nurture me? What's going to help my inner child come out and shine and be the energy that I'd like my inner child to show up and be? So that's pretty interesting going on along as we're shifting signs of Sun into Leo. We also have the Moon in Libra making a few difficult connections. We start the day with the Moon in Libra squaring Pluto. So Moon in Libra, it shows us where we want to bring harmony, we want to bring balance, and maybe we're focusing out there instead of focusing in there. So, you know, Pluto's changing the structure. Look within. Fix your own oxygen mask first. Find your own harmony before you're like, oh, let me get out of harmony, out of step with myself to fix everything out there. And Moon in Libra will also be squaring Mars in Cancer. So again, are you going to take action in nurturing yourself, or are you still trying to find the balance without? It always starts within. So find your way back within. And the cards, God, the cards are so perfect. Consciousness. This is the Mercury. Be conscious of what's going on under the surface. Be conscious of what you're thinking about, what you're feeling. This is going to really help you through the energy today. And that is maturity. The energy of maturity by helping yourself, by stepping up into your inner adult. And then the final card, conditioning. We're this lion. Sun's moving into Leo, but we've been wearing these sheep costumes. It's time to throw off the sheep. It's time to embrace yourself as you're meant to be. So, as much as you can, it's always a process. We're always working in process. Step into your truth by nurturing yourself and then being ready to express your joy, express your heart when the sun shifts into Leo tonight, 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. That is it for today. Oh, but by the way, check out Nicole and I did, we're calling it GPS, our Gaia weekly navigation. We had some great cards for Sun into Leo, so check those out. Namaste.